Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's tutorial, we're learning how to make this beautiful funnel corset. We'll learn how to draft and cut it. So if today is your first time of joining us, please click the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell to get notified anytime we drop a new video. And for our returning subscriber, thank you for always tuning in. So let's get right into the tutorial. Drafting this funnel overbust corset, you have to draft a half scale full body. Since it's not asymmetrical, what is on the left is what is going to be on the right. So if you don't know how to draft this, I have videos that I've made on how to draft this half scale full body. So once we've done that, now we can go ahead to draft the corset. Now in the corset, the funnel corset, it comprises of the there's a bustier inside and there's a kind of overbust on the outside. So we just put the two on the pattern here, then we'll transfer another maybe the bustier or the corset to another pattern. So but for now we're sticking with this our pattern paper. So first thing we are going to do is we need to close our bust dart. It's always very important to close the bust dart first, and in order to do that, we'll be transferring the dart to the shoulder. So you just mark, let's use 3 as our neck width, then whatever is remaining on this shoulder here. For this one I have 5, we divide it into 2.5, then you make it, so you just draw a straight line down like this. So once you've done that, now you're going to have to slash this shoulder dart. We are transferring the dart to the shoulder. We have to transfer okay, so to the bust dart, now you open one side. Be careful so that you not cut through the line. So once you do this, you'll be able to easily close the dart. So just hold it down with your paper tape. Okay, so we've closed down the bust dart. So for this side now, it's not equal again. You just try to blend the line together. So this is what we have after closing the bust dart. As next we're going to do now is we're going to draft first the bustier that is inside, that is on the inside. So you come to this place. This is our bust point. From the bust point, it depends how covered you want the bustier part to be. So but for me, for my measurements, I think I'm okay with 3 from the bust point up. So I'll mark 3 inches. So it's going to be around this place, 3 inches. Then for this one also, I'm going to mark 3 inches. So 3 inches here. Then I'm going to step in by 0.5 for the overbust tightening. I'll do 0.5 tightening around this place. So you just mark it like this. Then you draw the line to the bust point. So you know, okay, this is 3 inches. So this is the, so this place we are going to have to cut it out. That is our overbust tightening. So we use this for the tightening of the overbust. So once you've done that, now the next you're going to do is from this bust point again, you can step up by 1 inch to have a kind of sweetheart neckline. But if you want it to be very deep, depends on how deep you want the sweetheart neck to be. Well, I think I'm okay with this. So if you want it to be deeper, you just go down, or you just connect the bust point to this place. So from this place now, I'm going to connect it to this point. Okay, so I'm going to connect it to this point. Then this one also, from this point also, I'm going to blend it to the armhole. So this one also will blend to the armhole. So that is that with the bustier part. Okay, before we go ahead now, let's do our tightening, like the cinching, how much you want to cinch the waist. So here now I have 5.75. I will fold my tape and divide into 2. So whatever I get, I will mark it here. So that will be my cinching line. So you can decide to make it straight, but I prefer that it's parallel, kind of like this, not totally straight. So I can have it like this. So this will be the waist cinching line, and I'm going to cinch 0.5. So it will be 0.25 on both sides. So once you've done that, you just connect the lines up like this, and also bring it down to the hem of the top. Okay, so that's it. So if you want to cinch it more, it all depends on you, but I'm okay with 1 cinch. So that's 0.5 on this side. When I have the full scale now, I have 1, so I have reduced 1 inch from the front measurement. So the next thing we're going to do now is we are going to draw out the over bust. Yeah, that's on the bustier. You know, the bustier is inside, the over bust will be on top of it. So now you come to stem that from your waist, your bust point line. From the bust line, you step down by 0.5. So from, you're just going to draw something like this. There's no specific line, that was something you can do to draw it. So it all depends on how you want it to be like, but I'll just draw something like this. Yeah, just have something like this. So the over bust is going to come this way. Just blend the lines together. Okay, so this is the over bust. So this is going to be the over bust line. This is how it's going to look like. So once you achieve that, the next thing we're going to do is from this side, we're going to give it a little bit of curve so that it will not be straight. Now let me say this: when you are drafting for any type of corset, from your waistline, the normal waist for a corset is whatever your waistline is. You know how to get the waistline, the fleshy part of the stomach. So whatever your waistline is, for this one, my waistline is 18 inches. So from 18 inches, I step down by 5 inches. It should not be, it can be shorter than this if you want, but it should not be longer than 5 inches from your waistline, so that when you cinch it, when you are wearing it, it will not be pushing your hip. It is not supposed to cinch your waist, your hip. It is meant to cinch the waistline. So please notice, whenever you are drafting a corset, any type of corset, it is always better that it stops 5 inches below the waistline. Note it, it is very important. So for this side now, I will just come down. I will come up by 1 inch on this side. I will just draw a little bit of curve. I don't want it to be too straight, is why I decided to do this. So we'll do this one now. So we're going to cut this one out. I will cut out everything, then I will transfer the bustier part. I will transfer it to a different pattern paper, and I will bring it back. Now before, when you are cutting, be mindful of this place. Now when I'm cutting, I'm still going to have to adjust this curve here. You know, we are closing out this, that, we are cutting this, that out. So in order for this line to be equal, I have to bring it together, but it's not easy now until I cut out. Okay, let's see. So when doing that, you have to bring them together. Okay, so I think it's actually equal with the way I did it. So but if yours is not equal, you just try to blend it together. It's always very important that this part is equal. So once you've done that, now let's just cut it through. Okay, so this is what I have after cutting it out. Now mind you, this place I decided not to cut it out because I want to transfer out the bustier to its separate paper before I cut out the shape of the overbust. So I'll just do that and bring it back. Go for the bustier. Now this one that we've drawn out our overbust there, then we can now cut out the shape the way we like. So cut out the shape like so. Here is it. It's going to be like this. So the overbust is going to come on top of it this way. So this is this about the front point. Always remember to label and mark out the upper part. So this is 1, 2 and 3. Always mark out the upper part so that you know where the hook is. So we'll do the same for this one now. 1, center front, and this is 2. So this will be able to, we'll use this one for the bustier that is going to be on the inside, and also this one for the overbust that is on the outside of the corset. So this is this about the front. Let's go ahead to draft the back pattern. So I've also drafted out our half-scale back bodies, and this is what I have. What we're going to do on the back is quite simple. Now this is the back. When the measurement I use is dartless. Yeah, it doesn't have to have that every time. So the back measurement I use is dartless. So first thing we're going to do is we are going to do the waist cinching. So this one we can cinch as much as we want it, depends on how many style line we want at the back. So this is 5.5 divided by 2. You have 2.75. I just need a style line at the back. So this is going to be 1. Okay, we can use this one also for a cinching. Let's cinch on this center line for 0.25 on both sides. And also on this line, let me draw it out. You know, everything is stopping on the armhole. The front, we blended it to the armhole. So let me just draw out this line now. So this is going to be, our back is going to start from here. Yes, our back is going to start from here. So whatever line we are drawing have to stop on that line. So I will draw this one out like this. Then I will cinch 0.25 on both sides for our cinching on the waistline. Please make sure your cinching is on the waistline only. You are not meant to cinch the waist, the bust or the hip. It is only on the waistline. Please, it is very important so that it will not press down the breast and the hip. If it is too tight on the hip area, you will not be able to sit down comfortably. Okay, so draw out our cinching now. So for the lacing bar that is going to carry the grommet or the highlights, I'm going to use 2 inches wide. So just going to trace out the 2 inches following the back sway back measurement. Okay, so this is going to carry the highlights, center back. Always remember to label, and this is the upper part. Now after drawing out this grommet bar, I noticed that this one here is going to be too tiny. So I think I'm going to have to neglect these dots around this place and just cinch it in one place. Yeah, I think it's just going to be like that. So I have this, the grommet bar, and I have 1 and 2 pieces for the bar. So with this 1, 2, we have 3 pieces for our back. And also for the front, we stepped up by 1.5. So I'm going to do the same thing for the front here. For the side, for the front, we step up by 1 inch. We are going to do likewise for the back. You step up by 1 inch to have a little bit of cuff. So this is what we recap. Then with this, now we are done with the back. We can go ahead to cut out our patterns. So this is what the back pattern is going to look like. So bringing out the full patterns together, this is the full pattern with this. So once you're able to cut it out, you should be able to sew it and cut it out on your fabric. So thank you for joining us today. If today is your first time of joining us, click the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. And please give this video a thumbs up. If you have any question, you can drop the question in the comment section. Thank you and see you in next class.